Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Southport in League 1. We're on the 9th of December, a little bit further than I had originally planned because we managed to get through the FA Cup first round, get to the second round, which we played against Mansfield, which would have kind of been sandwiched in between the Coventry and the Fleetwood matches. So today it is going to be Fleetwood and Colchester instead. So in between episodes, we've played a reasonable amount of football. 5 league games, 2 in the FA Cup, 1 in the Leasing.com Trophy. We started off with a 0-0 draw, as expected, against Bradford City. Then against Preston, a 1-1 draw here, Morgan Feeney with our goal. We finally managed to get another victory under our belts. A Luis Valadres goal on the 30th minute against Rotherham gives us a 1-0 victory. Into the FA Cup, we played a full-strength side, beating Bromley 5-1. Unlundulu, Bartosz Sobolski, Morgan Feeney and Andrew Downey with the goals. I made sure Sobolski took a penalty, because I was hoping it would get his confidence up. Those are the only goals he scored. Against Doncaster in the Nobody Cares competition, we win 1-0 but actually get knocked out anyway, finishing third in the group. Lelico with the goal. Against Accrington, a 2-1 victory. Paul Leal and a Tom Field own goal gives us the 3 points. Against Coventry, we lose 1-0. George McEachran with the only goal of the game. And against Mansfield, we win 1-0 thanks to a Luis Valadres penalty on the 88th minute, setting up a third round tie, a big money third round tie against Millwall. There could have been so many better teams to draw, and we've drawn Millwall, which means we just need to beat Millwall next. League table-wise then, everybody has caught up in terms of fixtures. Everyone is on 24 games played. We're just over halfway through, aren't we? We are now 6th place in the table. 3 points, that's how numbers work. 3 points clear of 7th place Wickham, and we are joint on 41 points with 5th place Oxford. Fleetwood Town are a team that we should beat with relative ease. They have won 6 games and one of them was against us. That's great. That's great. They are down in 22nd in the table. Hopefully we can keep our strong form going because we're playing well. We're still not necessarily scoring as many goals as I'd like, but we're definitely playing well. The starting lineup then for the Fleetwood game. In goal is going to be Terrazas. It is going to be Godwin Asia and Spadera as the fullbacks, Paul Leal and Morten Jessen as the central defenders. Perez will be the deep line playmaker with Reyes and Valadres as the central midfielders. Smallbone and Unlundulu will be the 2 wingers with Andrew Downey as our striker. Smallbone's been playing badly. Unlundulu's also been playing badly. This is our problem. This is definitely our problem. We don't have players who are competent in these roles, like anywhere on our squad. So in January, we do need to try and find ourselves some wingers if we're going to try and stick with this formation. Fleetwood are playing a similar-ish formation. They do have a man called Elliot Wright, who's actually a new gen, and he's good. Yep, he's good. He would definitely get into my team. Right, that's always a worry. So we've got, 6 games, I think, possibly in December. And then we move into the January transfer window. We still have no money to spend, but we must be able to possibly pick up some players, maybe on free transfers. Maybe we need to shift somebody on to get a little bit of cash in. Maybe we just have a nice chat with the board. Downey's in on goal, straight into a defender. 4.5 minutes on the clock. Jacobs has it for Fleetwood, runs over the halfway line, plays it across to nobody. The highlight ends. Like I was trying to say, maybe we need to speak with the board, try and get a bit more cash in, see if they're interested. We've got about 200,000 in the bank. So it's not like we're broke, but we're certainly not well off. Spadera with it to Valadres. Number 23 is there if he needs him. Reyes does have it. Plays it over to Unlundulu into the area. Has to score. He's hit the base of the post. He has missed so many sitters. So many chances Unlundulu gets and just fluffs them. Leal with a free kick, 17 minutes on the clock. Very, very highlight-heavy match so far. Valadres to Spadera, the Napoli loanee. Stops and plays it back to Morten Jessen on the halfway line. What's he going to do? Finds Reyes in the middle. Where are you going to go? Now, Godwin Asia on the right. Forward to Smallbone. Asia's going to make a run, please. Reyes has it. Dinks it over. Asia's going to keep it in play, please. Yes, he does. Crosses it. No, he doesn't. Smallbone, back to Asia. Now crossing. Just pass it. Someone. It's an effort, and Lundulu's there. Fair enough. Dan and Lundulu scored a header. I'm not quite sure how Smallbone's going to claim the assist for that, because it was definitely the goalkeeper, but we'll take it. We're 1-0 up against Fleetwood. Unlundulu, who has been pretty bad, is now 3 goals away from being our top goal scorer. Header from Deli Bashiru is over the bar. That is Fleetwood's first real chance. In fact, it is their only chance on goal. We've got a corner. Valadres takes it towards Leao at the back post. Doesn't win the header. Unlundulu does. The ball has found its way into the net through Morten Jessen. Unlundulu claiming the assist somehow. We're 2-0 up against Fleetwood. We are looking very good. 18 shots, 12 on target. Still only 2 goals. With that amount of chances, you'd think we'd have a few more goals to our name. Smallbone has taken a knock just before half-time, so we might be coming off over the break. 22 shots, 15 on target. Just the 2 goals to show for it. That's not a lot of goals. We are going to do that Smallbone sub. Mikado is going to come on. He has been out injured for a while, but he kind of can play as an inside forward. Admittedly, he is only right-footed, so playing as an inside forward means he'll cut in on his left and then cut back out again on his right. Possibly. I assume that's how they work. Reyes with a free kick. 56 minutes on the clock. Unlundulu's gone down like he's been shot. Right, we are doing a change to try and get somebody who... It's Unlundulu, isn't it? Let's get down Unlundulu. He won the penalty. He may as well take the penalty. Is it going to be 3-0? Number 10, the former Southampton youngster, the French under-19s probably, international. Unlundulu steps up, places it into the back of the net. We are 3-0 up against Fleetwood, his 6th goal of the season. Unlundulu will be our top scorer by the end of the season. I'm almost certain of it. This is the most one-sided I've had as Southport for a very long time, especially in this league. Asia goes for goal, doesn't manage to get a shot away though. Now Jacobs can run with the ball for Fleetwood. He's only got one player in front of him. Tries to find Fowler, does find Fowler. His effort is just wide off the post. They've still yet to have a shot on target, but we've still only scored 3 goals. I know we're 3-0 up. We're basically won right now, but we crumble. We do like to crumble. Valadres has it. Runs into the referee, back to Perez, forward to Valadres once again. Now Godwin Asia on the right. He does have Mikado with some space. If anybody wants to use him, he's gone for a Nundaloo instead into the penalty area. Is he going to cross it? He tries. Still has the ball though. Tries again. Downey's there at the back post. It is 4-0. Nundaloo has 2 goals and 2 assists to his name in this match. Where has this performance come from? I mean, I fully gave him the penalty, so technically he should have 3 assists and maybe 1 goal if Valadres took it, but still. This is a Cebulski match, isn't it? This is a Cebulski match. Right, we're going to take the corner before we do the subs. Valadres takes it. Godwin Asia's there. Doesn't win the header. Downey has it now. Where is he going to go? Valadres, the corner taker. Is he going to cross it? Plays it on the ground to Downey. He's been tackled by Fowler. This came from our corner. We do still have it, though. Spadera. He's got Valadres in front of him. Just get it into the box. Get it I can't say his name. Unlundulu, that's it. Yessen finds Spadera, heads down to Valadres. Spadera once again, 2 in the box. Valadres has it now. Is he going to go for goal? He does go for goal. Mikado's there. Isn't going to get on the end of it. Right, let's bring on big Bartosz Cebulski. Because if anyone's going to score some goals, it's going to be big boy Bart. Easy for me to say. You watch, I bring him on and then we get no highlights until the end of the match. Terrazas with a goal kick. We do have a highlight. We've got just under 8 minutes to play. Cebulski has it inside the Fleetwood half. Finds Mikado on the right. He's got Unlundulu in the middle. He'd love a hat-trick. Plays it across. Unlundulu's there. He's not quite got it. Oh, Dan Unlundulu. Valadres to take the corner towards Yessen in the middle. It's cleared. Hill gets it clear a lot further. Spadera heads the ball back. We've had 35 shots. 35 shots, 24 on target. We are 4-0 up. We've got ourselves another corner. Valadres is going to take this one again. Yessen's there. Morten Jessen makes it 5. Valadres gets the assist, obviously. Jessen's 2nd goal of the season. Where has this performance come from, and why do we not do this every single bloody match? Annoyingly, Cebulski literally hasn't done anything since coming on. We win 5-0, 39 shots, 27 on target. 5 goals. Dan Unlundulu gets himself the man of the match award with 2 goals and 2 assists. That was special. Definitely special. Well, not only do we pick up 3 points, we also kind of fix our goal difference to put us back in line with everyone else who is also in the playoff fight. So 25 games played, 6th place in the table, 44 points on the board. We are still within touching distance of Derby and Luton, aren't we? We are, well, not Derby. Derby have ran away with the league, haven't they? They've lost twice in 25 games. We're still in touching distance of Luton at the very least. Next up then, it is the away fixture against Colchester on the 16th of December. One thing I want to do before we get there, is it this one? It is this one. Right, is there anything we can do with the board to try and help us out, like, off the field? I mean, the start of the coaching course, should we try that again? I've tried it already, and they said no. So, no, yeah, we simply need your presence at training. Well, give me more coaches then. Is that an option? Can we improve the youth recruitment? Is that a thing we can do? We believe the youth group is already good enough. Oh, I can't stress how important this is. We've got no money. We need money. This is what we need. We need to have one of our players go for big money. And annoyingly, I think it might be Terrazaz. This match looks like it is a possible playoff contender match, doesn't it? Colchester in 8th. We are obviously currently in 6th place in the table. A victory for them will maybe move them ahead of Wycombe, depending on how well they do against Derby. It will definitely move them ahead against Wycombe, because Wycombe are playing Derby, and Derby don't seem to lose any games. It's going to be a tough match. We've already played them once. We lost to them earlier on in the season. Tim Sherwood is in charge because this is how far he's fallen from being the Spurs manager. The starting lineup then for the Colchester match is basically the same as what we had in the last match, bar one change. Terrazaz will be in goal. Asia, Yesin, Leal and Spadera will be the back four. Perez, Reyes and Valadrez as the central midfield three, with Mercado and Unlundulu as the wingers. And Bartosz Cybulski is going to make himself a start today. Downey drops to the bench, which is a bit harsh on Downey, but Cybulski needs to score some goals. Are Colchester any good? Maybe. Have we played them on camera? Probably. I feel like, no, we haven't. We definitely haven't. Well, after beating Fleetwood 5-0, you'd hope that spirits were high in our squad and we would think that we can beat pretty much anybody. We're 1 minute and 46 seconds in. Mercado plays the ball across. Unlundulu has it. He's got two players to his right. Does use Godwin Asia, the right back of all players, into the area. And Godwin Asia places that into the far corner. 2 minutes exactly on the clock. We're 1-0 up against Colchester. And our right back has just done that run. Not our right winger, our right back. Literally 1 minute and 15 seconds later, we have another chance. Asia crosses the ball in. Watson makes a lovely television save. Throws the ball out. So Colchester possibly going to be building then from the back with Senior. Over the top, Reed's going to get on the end of it. Terrazaz is there. Terrazaz makes the save. It's not even going to go off for a corner. Godwin Asia keeps it in. Is the highlight just going to end? Or is something else happening? Clamping to Hassan Ali. Maybe. I don't know. Crosses in. Leal gets it clear. Not clear enough. Reed to Senior. Senior forces another great save from the American goalkeeper. It's a corner for Colchester. Hassan Ali to take the corner towards the back post. It's almost found its way in. Spadera can get the ball clear though. Senior's going to collect for Colchester. Is the highlight going to end? Is it going to carry on? It does end. Terrazaz with a free kick. Lots and lots going on. Still not even at the 10-minute mark. Perez to Asia on the right, the goal scorer. Runs forward with it. He's got an option in front. It's Mercado. Plays it to Valadrez instead. Back to Godwin Asia. Is he going to get his second of the game? Plays it back to Mercado instead. Mercado forces a good save out of Watson and Lundulu. Back to Spadera. And the left back this time has made it 2-0. Not even 10 minutes on the clock. And both of our fullbacks have scored goals. I have a feeling as well, if we keep a clean sheet in this match, Terrazaz is going to break a record for clean sheets. He has kept something like 15 already this season. He is the reason why we're doing so well. We normally would concede probably a lot of goals. Spadera has it 21 minutes now on the clock. Perez towards Asia. Is Asia going to keep in? Clampin does instead for Colchester. Long ball upfield. Hassan Ali flicks the head on. He's not going to get there first though. Morton Yessen does keeps it in play. He didn't need to do it, did he? Didn't need to do it. Hassan Ali's in on goal. Terrazaz makes the save because he always does. And the ball is cleared. Cybulski flicks a head on, doesn't find anybody. So much going on in this match at the moment. 25 minutes, Colchester have it again. Kensdale forward, Reed heads down to Senior. Number 7 on the halfway line. He's cut inside Valadrez with a great tackle. Dunn though has it. Chilvers to Hassan Ali into the area. It's taken a few deflections. Terrazaz picks the ball up. I'm not quite sure whether he should have done that. Hassan Ali with a corner for Colchester. Towards the middle, big Bartosz Cybulski heads clear. Senior loses out to Mercado, who just smashes it up to the left-hand side. Clampin is going to keep the ball in play. Unlundulu is closing him down. Akelbiri, maybe, with the ball. Clampin forward. Get the ball upfield, thank you very much. Perez and Valadrez. Plays it all the way back to the American goalkeeper Terrazaz. The brick wall Terrazaz, that is. Valadrez has it to Mercado on the right. Godwin Asia is going to be making a run. Maybe not. Mercado keeps going himself on the right-hand side. Cuts inside. Cybulski is there. What a save that is from Watson. Keeps the ball out. Keeps it 2-0. Unlundulu's taken a knock. Looks like a possible bruised knee, but he's got 2 assists to his name so far, so he's definitely staying on. I'm starting to think that Bartosz Cybulski's level is League 2, isn't it? He's not doing very well. He's not doing awful. He has scored some goals, obviously, but he's not He's not really hit the ground running. At this level of football, he's not hit the ground running just yet. It's 6.5 now. Reyes with a free kick. It's all the way to the back. It's a header clear, but Nlandulu is going to keep it in play. Loses out though to Shilvers. Now clamping. Plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Forward to the central defender. Ackelberry, maybe. Number 20. Keeps running down the right-hand side. You're a centre-back, mate. You really should not be doing that. Dunn has it for Colchester. Hassan Ali into the area. He's been causing us some problems, but Terrazas will not be beaten. It is still 2-0. It's going to be a corner for Colchester. Hassan Ali has gone over to take it as well. It's straight into Terrazas' hands. That's very difficult to say. Terrazas is on a 7.6. A 7.6. Cebulski's coming off. A 6.4 for Big Bart. That is not good enough. Really not good enough. Nlandulu also is coming off. For what are we doing here? What have I done? Right, that makes sense, doesn't it? Smallbone and Downey on the wings, Mercado in the middle. Sure, that's what we're going to go with. I know Nlandulu obviously was playing well, but he was massively unfit, 61% because of his bruised knee, apparently. If everything stays this way, which it's looking like it might, we are going to be moving back up into the playoffs, into 4th place in the table. We're still, 8 points behind Luton Town, but we're still keeping up pace with them, which is good. Wickham are beating Derby. What's happening there? I mean, nothing happened in our second half, but we won 2-0. Both the fullbacks getting on the score sheet. The goalkeeper, Terrazas, getting a 7.8 rating. 7.8 for a goalkeeper. Right, I'm going to individually shout at Cebulski. You're awful, you deserve to come off. He looked delighted at being shouted at. So we're 5th place in the table. Why we dropped down to 5th? Did Preston do something right at the death? I don't know. Yes, they did. In the 85th minute, they scored a winner against Accrington. So we're in 5th place in the table. Still not bad. 8 points behind Luton Town, who beat Southend 3-0. And Wickham, even though they took the lead on the 75th minute, still lost to Derby 2-1. Next episode, what we're going to do, we're going to go through all the way through to February. So we're going to miss out the entire January transfer window. I've mentioned it earlier, I think we need to look at possibly buying ourselves some wingers, but we don't have the money, so I'm not expecting a particularly busy transfer window. In between, we've got Derby, which is obviously a defeat. We've also got Crawley, Lincoln in January. We've also got the FA Cup 3rd round, which I'm not particularly interested in. If we get a big team, and I completely apologise to Millwall fans, you're not the big team that I'm after. I'm after a top 6 Premier League side. If we get past Millwall, then hopefully we can draw one of those. We've got MK Dons, Oxford and Peterborough. So we've got definitely some winnable games there. I expect maybe we should lose 2 of them for definite, MK Dons and Derby. If we can pick up 3 wins out of those 6 games, I'll be happy with that. And then we will return for Rotherham and Preston in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020 with Southport in League One. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back next time with more Football Manager.